All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHA SHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHA SHEM, Kadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you Akim that's pushing this truth and true sincerity. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHA SHEM, YAHAWASHI. Now, it seems like every week in Israel, there's always some type of shenanigans or mischief going on amongst these bootleg camps or these guys that fell out. It's always weekly, man. So we have to go to the scriptures to give ourselves a reality check of the times that we're in and how these men are going to act and how they're going to come up on the scene. All right, because a lot of these guys just want a title, not knowing all hell's about to break loose. All these prophecies concerning World War III are lit, man. All right, but you still got guys out here who want to make it about them. All of a sudden, the 12 tribes chart is wrong. All of a sudden, Elder Apostle Tahar is bugged out because he says do 3 videos a week. You got all these false doctrines going around, and Jake is just doing the most, man. All right, so we have to go back to the scriptures to get that reality check, to get that humility, man. All right, the scriptures say the meek shall inherit the earth, not the proud, man. The scriptures say pride goeth before destruction. All right, so you got a lot of guys that's just trying to make their last curtain call, man. You even got some camps that's selling that was selling corsages for single women at their Passover, man. I'm not gonna name no names, man. All right, but it's just getting out of hand with these guys, man. All right, which is absurd. They was charging $100 for the Passover for their Passover, which was way off. It wasn't even according to, the moon or whatnot, and it was according to their own heart. They was charging $100 one year, and then this year it's $200. Now they're trying to sell corsages to women, and then along with that, you got guys that was teaching that the 12 tribes walked over here. Yeah, it's just getting out of hand, man. All right, and these guys don't read the scriptures, man. They just sit at home with a pack of Bud Ice, all right, some fried chicken, some cheese doodles, and watch an episode of Martin and sit down. Yeah, we gonna do something new with this doctrine, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna twist this around. So this is just some scriptures, and Lord willing, you be edified. Like I said, we in a time where we don't need to be having pride, like the elder from Dallas said. We're in no time to be having pride, man. All right, you should be having a healthy dose of fear of Yahawah, BAHA SHEM, YAHAWASHI. There's judgment going on every day. Probably even as I speak and as thousands of brothers are putting up videos, judgment is going on right now. So without further ado, I'm going to get into these scriptures. Philippians 2:3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in loneliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. All right. I'm going to get to that word, vainglory. All right, vainglory. I think it's kenodoxia. All right, kenodoxia. It says vainglory, groundless, self-esteem, empty pride. So a lot of these, damn near all these guys have empty pride, man. They probably just want to get into it, this truth, to make them sound cool, to get women, to get money, FRNs, to get some type of clout in Israel, so they can be on Facebook and be like, check out my page. I'm Brother Big Judah. I got the real 12 tribes breakdown. Those elders and the apostles, they way off, man. Or they selling, all types of foolishness, man. It says, so that definition of vainglory is kenodoxia, which means empty pride, all right? Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. All right, let me look up something real good. So YAHAWASHI set that example, and these guys get on these videos, they all praises to YAHAWASHI, but they got hella pride. All right, this is Matthew chapter 19 and 17. This is an example of YAHAWASHI's humility. And he said unto me, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Now, scriptures say our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. But you got guys in here that want to magnify themselves as if they're second in command. They want to come up. They want to think that, you know, you got YAHAWASHI, you got Yahweh, you got YAHAWASHI, then you got me. You know, no, man. All right. Verse 7, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. See, YAHAWASHI was in order. He was in order under Yahweh. So what more importantly, us in these latter days, man, we got to stay in order, man. All right, brothers tell us about ourselves. We got to humbly accept that, man, because the brother's trying to tell us something about ourselves. All right, we got to continue to do 3 videos. We got to continue to show up to camp, push out these lessons, okay? So on and so forth. Taking tests, studying, praying, fasting, all right? Making our calling of election sure, like it says in 1 Peter and 2 Peter, all right? It says, wherefore the Most High also have highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, okay? So let me go to I think it's Zephaniah chapter 3 verses 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where thou have been put to shame. So that's what's coming to us if we stay humble, man. All right. Verse 20, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. See, these guys don't understand that we're still in captivity. Somebody obviously has not told them we're still in captivity, man. So what's up with the pride? All right, the kenodoxia, the empty pride, man. What's up with the empty pride, man? We're still in slavery. These scoffers still got to take, these scoffers and false teachers still got to take their ass to work and work for Esau. But they're just so ahead of the game as far as teaching, man. All right. This is what's coming to us if we stay humble and follow order, man. We're going to be a praise and fame among the earth. Jake is not a praise and fame among the earth right now, man. All right. You walk in these neighborhoods, man, it might be Edomites mixed with Jake or whatever. Even Jake be looking at you funny, man. They be like, look at this nigga. All right, so we're not a praise and fame among the earth. So what's up with the pride, man? All right. So back over to Philippians. All right. These guys obviously don't read what happened to Paul, man. They just don't read no more, man. All right, so I'm going to go over to verse, chapter 3. So, you know, there's no reason to be prideful in this truth, man. Philippians 3, it says, verse 2, beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, beware of the concision. All right, let's look at that word concision, man. So, Paul was telling the congregation of Philippi to beware these evil prophets, man. To cut up mutilation. And that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to cut you up with this BS doctrine, man. To get you to follow them, to get you to go off, man. All right? Everything that you worked for up until this point as far as this truth, they're looking to take it away. And really that's the spiritual demon Satan, man, entering into these guys, man. All right? Enter into these guys like, yeah, I'm just going to remix the doctrine. I'm going to give me a Sean P. Diddy Combs remix of these scriptures, man. That's really Satan, man, working into the minds of these guys, man, because they have an idle mind. They don't pray and they weak, man, and they don't want to accept correction and be built up. All right. Verse 3, for we are the circumcision which worship the Most High in the Spirit and rejoice in Hamashiach YAHAWASHI and have no confidence in the flesh. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he have whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more. All right, so Paul was saying basically, if you guys out here, even in these latter times, think you boasting on what you can do as far as these scriptures, and you're the self-proclaimed teacher of all Israel and this and that and all these self-titles you want to give yourself. All right, Paul said he could boast more than you. He says, circumcised the 8th day, the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law, a Pharisee, concerning zeal, concerning the church, touching the righteousness which is the law, blameless. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for YAHAWASHI. All right, that's what you have. That's the mentality that you have to have, man. You have to count things lost, man. You gotta ditch that pride to the side, man. You gotta ditch your former way of living, man. A lot of men don't want to give up their former way of life. Like these guys that fall out and they go back into the world, all of a sudden you see them flying and you see them dressed up in nice clothes and flying personal jets. All right, they didn't want to give it up for YAHAWASHI, man. They said to hell with YAHAWASHI. All right, that's basically what they did, man. All these guys that fell out, all right, they said to hell with YAHAWASHI, man. But he's coming back, and I don't want no part of YAHAWASHI coming to kill me, okay? You know what I'm saying? And that's just having the fear of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. But guys like Nate, okay, Johanna, Tazariak, all right, these guys have no fear of the Lord whatsoever. All right, and they're getting greedy off the gospel, or it's not even the correct doctrine. They're getting greedy off a watered down doctrine, man. It says, yea, doubtless. And I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach YAHAWASHI my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win YAHAWASHI. All right, now what's the reward for that? Matthew chapter 19. All right. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And YAHAWASHI said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Hey, man, we should inherit everlasting life, man. We won't have these old-ass bodies, man. Okay, I'm getting tired of limping on my ankle. Okay? I'm getting tired of waking up and seeing this same old flesh, man. I want a new body. Okay? That's way better than going back out into the world, trying to chase women and the money and money that's going to come to naught when economic collapse comes. Okay, these men obviously forgot prophecy. That's the major thing that's being pushed this year, prophecy. And Lord willing, all of them be fulfilled this year. All right, so this is a reward that we have for losing everything for YAHAWASHI's sake, man. All right, but guys out here, they just, man, I'm just gonna go back out here and I'm just gonna go do my thing, and I might teach. You know what I'm saying, man? No, man. And we in it to win it, man. Lord willing, we be part of that number, man. All right. Let me see where I was at. So he counted as dung, doo-doo, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, like you scoffers and false teachers, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of YAHAWASHI, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being made comfortable unto his death, if by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead. Verse 12. Not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Hamashiach YAHAWASHI. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Okay? So you got to forsake this world, man. All right? Verse 14, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach YAHAWASHI. So we have to press towards this mark, Akim. All right? These other guys out here, man, they just quit. All right? Quitters don't win, man. They tell you that in sports, man. All these sports analogies about quitters don't win. All right, winners don't quit. So on and so forth, man. All right. So we have to press on towards that high mark. No matter if these scoffers come with a new video saying that, man, I can't even imagine what's going to be the new doctrine next week, man. Because every week you got some BS going on. All right, now you got camp saying the 12 tribes can't walk over here. The 12 tribes is wrong. Okay, and you sure as hell can get caught up in this world, man. Everything's polluted here, man. All right, don't you get tired of seeing Esau walk through the neighborhood, walking his little funky dogs? All right, don't you get tired of this devil and 2/3 always talking mess? Don't you get tired of waking up and have to hit that alarm clock and go to work for somebody that you hate? All right, you got to forsake all this crap, man. There's nothing out here, man. All right, there is nothing out here. Nothing. Okay, but destruction. So with that, I hope that was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bashem, Yahawashi, BAHA, SHEM, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. And salutation to all you Akim out there that's pushing this truth and truth sincerity. Shalom.